Hi, welcome. I'm AmethystMoonflower. Welcome to my channel, The Sanctuary, and thank you all for joining me here tonight for this wonderful, beautiful, amazing, magical Pisces Blue Moon here September 30th, 2023. And if you can join me now or later, it doesn't matter. Whenever you come in, this energy is for you whenever you're here. And this evening, we're going to be having a little circle ritual to sort of work with the energies of tonight's full moon and, really tap into that energy of dreaming big and having faith and surrendering, to the divine. So I just thought I would take a moment here and just bring everybody down and ground our bodies, ground into our bodies, into the earth, and just get connected. Take a big deep breath in and out and just come into space. I know there was a little bit of a delay for me getting started tonight. I apologize for that. I was having a little bit of technical difficulties. I scheduled lives earlier today for the cosmic energy and for YouTube, but for some reason I just couldn't get into my lives, and so I had to make new live profiles. So I apologize for the delay. For some reason I can't figure out how to get into the live after I've already scheduled the live, and so it kind of just threw everything off. I'll figure that out later, but for now, we're here. And just to let you know, I am AmethystMoonflower. I am a Wiccan priestess, not of a traditional sort, just self-initiated into the Wiccan path. And I also lead a coven that have also been sort of initiated into our own little thing. We don't claim to be of anything traditional of a lineage or anything like that, but we do follow what we believe to be the Wiccan path. And, so if you're local or interested in coming to a circle or anything like that, you can find us on Facebook, the Earth Star Pagan Tribe of Northern Indiana. That's the name of our page and our group, and you can find us there. And anytime we're having an open public circle, you're more than welcome to come. Otherwise, hello, hi, we do this virtually every time we get a chance, or every time I get a chance, I should say. I'm so used to saying we because, the group setting thing. But yeah, anyways, and I'm also a certified spiritual life coach. I'm a certified level 3 Reiki master, a crystal healer. I do aromatherapy, sound healing, all that good stuff, as well as psychic tarot and astrology, and I'm an artist and I'm a writer, and so all that awesome stuff. If you're interested in working with me, or just want to get to know me and connect as a friend, or just want to see more magical content and what I'm up to, all of my links for my website and my email and my socials are in the link down below under the description, as well as if you are feeling called to, just give a donation for the work that I've been doing here, you're more than welcome to do that. My Cashapp is also in the description. There's no pressure. It's just if you feel called to, you're more than welcome. And I appreciate any blessings that you have given to me. And just know that anything that you do bless me with will always go more into this. There will always be more of this. And it also goes to the Earth Star Pagan Tribe as well. So if I'm not using it for magical rituals for here on YouTube, I'm also using it for the magical rituals that we do as a tribe so that we can continue doing this, So 10 years is a long time, and 11 years is coming up here next year, and I'm just excited and I'm happy that we're able to still do this, and that's the best part. And so yeah, thank you for everything, for all your support, and for continuing to show up and being here with me and all that. So thank you. And anyways, now that I got all that stuff out of the way, I'm going to go ahead here and just light some incense. Well, some Palo Santo. I'm going to light some Palo Santo here. And a little bit for myself, a little bit for the space to just cleanse and clear and bless and just set the energy. And then a little bit for you as well. Just to get the vibes right, just to get everything set and ready to go. And while I am, if I can find it, oh, here it is, While I am lighting my charcoal to get it ready, I'm going to sort of just talk about the energies of tonight, the blue moon. Now, the blue moon is a full moon that is the second blue moon, or the second full moon in a calendar month. So we had a full moon at the beginning of August, and then we closing out the month of August with another full moon. And so an extra full moon in a calendar month, or in an extra full moon in a season, sometimes is called that too, is a blue moon. Now, the moon may not appear blue in the sky. It's just the name that it's been given. And blue moons are special because it's extra energy, it's extra magic, it's a bonus. And anytime you get a bonus something, it's always just a little bit better than what you would normally get. It's always just a little bit more. It's that, baker's dozen, that 13, that number 13, the 13th moon in a year, there can be a lot of stigma and taboo around the number 13, but in magic, the number 13 is actually really potent. All right, it's associated with, luck and, the femininity, the goddess, because the goddess is associated with, the moon is associated with the cycle of women and womanhood, as in the menstrual cycle. And then, so the goddess and everything like that is in that potency of the power, and it's lucky and it's a blessing. And so traditionally the calendar, like before the Western Georgian calendar was created and formed, a month was new moon to new moon, so that's how they tracked a month. Every month was just through the phases of the moon, but then they created the Gregorian Western calendar that we all still follow, and changed a lot of stuff, and in doing so they removed that extra 13th month, but we still have an extra full moon, not every year, but sometimes throughout the year we will get one. So it's so much more of a blessing. It's so lucky, and it's like that little extra that we might need. And with all these planetary retrogrades and opposing energies in the cosmos, which, if you're interested in knowing more about what is going on with the celestial bodies up in the cosmos. Earlier today, I did a cosmic energy report for all 12 signs. And so if you're interested in more and how more specifically you may be affected by these energies, you'll find all that in that video. But for now, assuming that you've already watched it, but don't jump off and run off and go watch it now. Now we are going to be here for tonight. But like I said, this extra lucky bonus moon is also super moon, so it's even more bigger and even more brighter than it normally would be. It's closer to the earth than it normally would be. The energies is even more amplified and even more illuminated than a normal moon. And it's also in the sign of Pisces, which is my sun sign. And Pisces is the dreamer. Pisces is the believer. Pisces is the one that brings the magic. And it's connected, it's associated with spirituality and the subconscious, and not just believing in dreams, but the dream state and imagination and visionary and intuition, empathy, psychic. So it's very soft, water mutable sign. And this sign is just perfect for this energy that's sitting with all this, chaotic energy around it. It's sort of like it's sitting there quietly, not pushing onto you, not being dramatic and loud. It's here to sort of call you in, it's waiting for you to approach it. It's waiting for you to come into it. Like, I am here and I'm ready. And all you have to do is ask. All you have to do is believe in the impossible, which is sort of the key message of tonight, because it is a blue moon. Believe in the impossible, okay? Even when you don't know where you're going, you don't know how things are going to go, you don't know how it's going to turn out, you just are lost and confused, and you're feeling stressed, and you're feeling worried, and the chaos of the world, the stress of the world, the weight on your shoulders is saying, release those burdens, release that stress, release it, offer it, surrender it and let it go. Release all of that and just let it go. Yes. And when you let it go, you make room. You create a void, an open space within yourself, so that you can manifest and so you can create. And so we're going to clear away all of those blockages, all that worry, all that stress in this beautiful, serene space. And, and then we're going to call in our manifestations, calling in our desires, bringing our dreams into reality. Because there's a lot of, like I was saying in the cosmic energy report, with the sun being in Virgo and it being Virgo season, and it being the sign of practicality and planning and organization and getting things together, and also being conjunct with Saturn, the serious planet, the reality check planet, the get your shit together now planet. There's a lot of energy that's saying get your shit together and make it real, make it physical, make it happen, but Pisces is the dreamer. So there is a very much back and forth, and we're going to balance those energies of making things real. This is your magician moment, okay? To be the magician, to become the magician. So anyways, I'm going to sort of bring you down so that you can see what I have going on here, and then we're going to cast the circle and then do the spell and do our working and everything, and then close the circle, and then I'll bring you back up at the end, okay? So, but before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and light my candles here. Sorry, I have to do a little bit of adjusting so that you can see. There we go. Now, anyway, before I cast a circle, I'll sort of show you what I have going on here. Here in the center is my spell plate. It's just a plastic silver plate that I got at the dollar store for $1. All right, but it's nice. It's so big silver plate, which symbolizes the moon. You know, anything that's a big surface like this or a mirrored surface is a symbol of the moon. And in the center here, I have my clear quartz sphere. That's also symbol of the full moon. But around it, I have 13 clear quartz crystals. Each clear quartz representing a wish, but also representing a phase of the moon. Okay, so we're calling in that lucky blue moon energy with the number 13. And also I have here this beautiful sparkly blue soy wax candle that my friend had made for me and I had purchased from her. So yeah, anyway, this magical blue candle is going to sort of bring in that blue energy of the moon, but also the blue energy of the water sign. And I also have here on the side this gorgeous azurite crystal cluster, I guess you could say. But azurite is a great stone for awakening the third eye, for awakening your subconscious, you're connecting you with the spirit realm, connecting you with your dreams, connecting you with your psychic abilities, which are all really wonderful Pisces energies. And then I also have over here a labradorite stone, which is super, super pretty. I don't think you're going to be able to get any flashes down here in this lighting. But labradorite also very similar, as it's great for your intuition and your psychic abilities, meditation, spirituality, the subconscious mind, just very also Piscean in it. But these are going to bring in extra energies of magic as well. And then I also have my Brightest Blessings incense blend and my Brightest Blessings oil blend, which are my own custom creation blends that I've made for any time that I want to add extra potency to a spell, but I also use it as sort of like a consecration incense or a consecration oil, anointing. Anytime I'm like, I don't know what to use, I use this. Well, it can work for pretty much anything. And my Brightest Blessing incense blend, it has myrrh and frankincense base with a little bit of lemongrass, white sage, lavender, rosemary, and rose petals, red rose petals or pink rose petals. And then my Brightest Blessings oil blend is base oil with 1 part each of frankincense, myrrh, sandalwood, patchouli, and rose. And I think a little bit of lavender too. So those are the oils that are in my Brightest Blessings oil blend. Essential oil drops. Usually I'll do on something like this, I would probably do like 7 drops each or maybe 11 drops each. Sometimes I go by my intuition and count out the drops each, but they're equal parts. All right. And similar to this too, these are all equal parts. Okay. And so using my Brightest Blessings incense. And what's great about the incense powder, I also like to use it in spells a lot. Same thing with the oils. I like to use it in spells a lot. Like anytime that I feel like I need a powder blend or I need an oil blend, it's almost like I couldn't go wrong. I could just use these and I wouldn't need to use anything else, and it would be perfectly exactly what I need it to be every time. And I'm just telling you this because I feel like it's good to have comfortable go-tos that you don't have to think about, that you can always reach for when in doubt. You might not always have a special, ingredient or something like that. It's nice to have a go-to that you can trust, that can be used for any purpose at any time when you need it. And so, yeah, that's everything that I have except for, some tarot cards or oracle cards, I should say. I have some oracle cards here just to sort of set the mood for the energies, and then all my regular ritual supplies. Excuse me. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to drum for just a moment. Just come into our bodies, come into space, ground and center. Breathing in deep into the diaphragm, holding 3, 2, 1, and release. Again, deep breath in, hold, 3, 2, 1, and release. And just still your mind, relax your breath, relax your shoulders, relax your hips, relax your spine, relax your ankles, relax your wrists, relax your neck, relax your jaw. All right. I'm taking my wand. Boundary is made as I must in perfect love and perfect trust. As above and so below, going to soil to keep the flow. With this creature of air I bless and clear, with smoke carries our prayers to hear. This creature of fire, candle burns, bright with passion, that I yearn. This creature of water, I purify this space. Only love enters this place. And with this creature of earth, I protect and ground a circle of salt all around. This space is blessed and made a circle of power, ready to work in this magical hour. Goddess of the moon, queen of the night, stand with us for magic right. God of the sun, king of the light, bless us with thy love and might. And by all the powers of land and sea, as I do say, so mote it be. And by all the might of the moon and sun, as I do will, it shall be done. So mote it be, blessed be. All right, and then now, if you have any sort of anointing oil or consecration oil, any oil that you so choose, now take a little bit of that and just a little bit on your third eye for what you know, on your wrists for what you do, the heart, and the ankles for where you go. And now we will call in the elements. We call upon the element of air, guardian of the eastern gate. Bless us with clarity and insight, for you are the breath of life. Hail and be welcome. We call upon the element of fire, guardian of the southern gate, to bless us with passion and courage, for you are the spark of life. Hail and be welcome. And we call upon the element of water, guardian of the western gate. Bless us here with creativity and flow, for you are the womb of life. And we call upon the element of earth, guardian of the northern gate, to bless us with strength and abundance, for you are the cradle of life. Hail and be welcome. We also would like to call in and welcome the God and the Goddess, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, all that are here to guide us and protect us for our highest good with the most positive intentions. We call you in, spirit, to join us here on this special night, this sacred night, night of the Pisces Blue Moon, the night that we call upon the Goddess and welcome her in on her special night. Our circle is cast and now consecrated and conjured a circle of power, and we freely stand within in perfect love and perfect trust and welcome thee into our space. May you bless us and aid us and protect us in our work and be with us as we do this work. So mote it be, blessed be. All right, so the circle is cast. We are in our space. Everything is good. And now, let us just take a moment to take some of that blessed oil that we are working with and sort of just anoint the circle 3 times around. And if you wanted to, you could also put a little bit on each of the crystals. Crystals and oil really love each other. It doesn't have to be much, just enough. And then also, if you wanted to, you can take some of the incense blend, which, like I said, you can use this however you choose, but I did, instead of making a separate blend, I'm just using this, and I'm going to just sprinkle it around. Infusing the space with the energies. And if you wanted to, you could also do the same thing to the candle, to the blue candle. But being that it's already has herbs in it, it's already has essential oils and everything in it, I'm not going to add any more to this. But if you had a blue candle that that you could carve into, you could do that. You could add your own essential oils, your own herbs, your own crystals, whatever it is that you want to do to it to sort of set that intention. You can do that, but I'm not going to because the candle is already set for me. All right, which is really nice. But yeah, having the herbs, having the crystals, having the oils, it's all sort of in this space. And also, I should point out that the crystals that I'm using, the clear quartz crystals, all 13 of them are pointed inward. Okay, normally for something like this, with a large group of people, you would have, or if you're doing something for like a bigger space, the universe, like I said, lots of people, you would want the energy to be pointed outward. But being that if you wanted to focus on yourself, and being that the moon is in my sign, and so it's in my first house, the house of self, for me personally, I moved the crystals in so that it's focusing more energy in this direct space, and also it's working on self. And that's the reason why I decided to focus energy inward, so that it's more focused on me and my energies and what I want and what I'm calling in. But and you can do the same thing for yourself. Like I said, I just have clear quartz here. I have no other crystals. Now you could add any other crystals that you want to work with. You could make this as fancy and as elaborate as you wanted to, but I chose to keep it simple, clean, and clear, because I feel like the simplicity of just the clear quartz was everything that I needed it to be. All right. And yeah, so that's why I went that way. But anyways, before we activate this grid, before we go into asking for our wishes, or setting our intentions, dreaming big, really focusing on those things, let's take a moment to focus on the big exhale, the release, the letting go. Now, if you wanted to, you could write this down on a piece of paper and burn it, which is totally fine, but I'm not doing that tonight. Tonight, I'm just calling in the energy to release, to let go. Well, I get calling in the energy to release isn't the right wording. What I'm saying is that tonight, I am letting go of any blockages that are standing in my way. And you should be doing the same. All of the stress and all of the worry and all of the indecision and not knowing where we're going, or not knowing what we're doing, not knowing how things are going to turn out, all these planets in retrograde and all these opposing energies, and just so much stuff going on in our lives, and trying to do it all and putting so much on our plates. And we feel the stress and the responsibility of everything on our plate, all our tasks and our to-do list and our schedule and our plans of trying to reach our goals. The stresses of reality, the stresses of real life. Let us call in that energy of Pisces and surrender. Take that worry and take that stress off of your shoulders and off of your back. And set it down. Or imagine each stress and each worry as taking it off and setting it on a platter, setting it on a plate in front of you, and then handing over that platter to the universe, to the goddess. Know that there is nothing too heavy or too complicated or too hard that the goddess cannot deal with, cannot take care of for you. Surrender all that stress and all that worry and all that doubt and all that fear and all that unknowingness, that self-sabotage, that procrastination, those coping mechanisms, that negative mindset, those negative patterns, those things, that coping mechanisms, all that stuff. Let it go and release it, and let the goddess take it. Let the goddess have it. She wants it. She's asking for it. She's like, please give it to me. I want it. I want to take it from you, so that you don't have to deal with it anymore. All the bullshit, just let it go. Any negativity that's been sent your way, the evil eye that's been sent your way, cut those cords now. If you don't have any tools, you can always just put your hand like this and just cut it off right there in front of you, right there on your sides, right behind you. Use your hands if that's all that you have, but if you have something like a knife, cut those cords. Just visualize all those attachments and just cut them and release them. Get your back. Get everything and let it go. Banish the bullshit. Release the negativity. Release the negative mindsets and the negative patterns and the stresses and the worries and the depression and the sadness and just all the stuff. Give it to her. She wants it. And then have faith. Have faith that everything is going to be okay. If you need faith, ask for it. Be like Goddess, God, universe, the divine. Please give me a sign. Give me a sign that I'm doing the right thing. Give me a sign that I'm in the right direction. Give me a sign that what I'm doing right now is the right thing. Just give me a sign, please. If I can't come up, if I have to make a decision and I don't know what the answer is, please show me a sign. Speak to me. Talk to me. Whatever it is. And open yourself up to receiving that sign, to seeing that sign, so that when you receive it, you know that you got the answer that you've been asking for. Have faith that everything tonight is for your highest good and for your most positive intentions, that there's a reason that you're here tonight. All right? That you are a magical, beautiful being. And even in the midst of this wild and crazy world, that somehow God can make miracles happen. The Goddess can make miracles happen. That there is something bigger, that we can dream bigger, that we can have more than what we ever dreamed of. And like I said, this moon is sort of quiet tonight. It's asking you to show up to it. And so, ask. Ask and you shall receive is kind of what it's saying, all right? And so if you have a wand, you can use a wand. If you don't, you can use your finger, and that's okay. And if you have a grid set up similar to this, you can do the same thing. If you don't, just do 13 things, okay? Use some sort of visualization for the number 13 if you can. But I'm going to sort of grid this out, and as we grid this, we're going to, speak into existence everything that we want to manifest, okay? What do we want to call in more of? What do we want to illuminate? What do we want to expand? What do we want more of? Okay? So with this clear quartz, I'm connecting the clear quartz here, and I am going to call in more prosperity and abundance. Back to center, call in more wealth and success, and back to center, health, perfect physical health, mental health, emotional health, back to center. Energy and vitality, drive and motivation, and back to center. Courage and confidence, and back to center. A good self-esteem, not just courage and confidence like this one, but just feeling overall good about who I am and how I feel about myself when I look in the mirror. I want a good, healthy self-esteem. All right, and back to center. And then I'm going to call in more beauty into my life. Not just so that I can feel beautiful and look beautiful with my self-esteem, but just overall beauty in my life. So that I can see it and that I can experience it. And then back to center. And then I'm going to call in more love. romantic love, you know, friendship love, love from my children, love from my parents, love from my siblings, love from my aunts, love from my coworkers, love from my neighbors, love from strangers, just love. The highest vibration of unconditional love into my life. And back to center. And then I'm going to call in more security and more safety and a solid foundation on which I can stand. Back to center. I'm going to call in more clarity, more vision and insight so that I can see clearly the road ahead. Back to center. And then I'm going to call in, generosity and gratitude. I want my cup to overflow, and I want to be grateful for all my blessings that I have, and I want to have so many blessings that when my cup overflows, I'm able to be generous with it and share it with others and bless others as well. Back to center. I'm going to call in, I'm going to call in power and magic and strength. That magical will and drive that is going to make me make shit happen. Okay? And then back to center. And then for my last one, I am calling in the power of protection, because I didn't do that one yet, but I'm calling in some protection, calling in the spirit of the angels and spirit guides and guardians and the divine and my higher self to surround me and to surround you and everybody who's watching this now or later. Just give them protection, make them feel safe, know that they're guided, and know that they're always taken care of and nothing is going to harm them. And then back to center. And then I go around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 times. So the spell has been sealed in the power of 13. We have cast our 13 goals, our 13 manifestations, and the energy is actually, it's palpable. I can actually sort of feel an energy vortex building up. And so take a moment if you do have a grid. If not, you can hold your hands up and add energy to this grid. And know that whatever energy that you add to this grid will be amplified and magnified, and you will also receive blessings from this grid. So, just send energy to it, and then it'll be magnified, and it will also be sent to you as well. Okay, and so just put your energy into it and sort of imagine it as a bubble. Imagine the pressure building up. Put so much magic into this that it's almost like it's pushing against your hands. You can feel the pressure building up. You can feel yourself pushing the bubble down to just try and hold it in place. It's expanding. It's building. You are charging it. And as you charge, use your imagination. Use your mind's eye to visualize how it would feel. Like, don't just see it in your mind, but feel it in your body. Feel it in your emotions. How it would feel when all these come true. When your dream life becomes real. sit in that energy, feel it become real. Believe in the impossible, believing in miracles, believing in magic, having faith. And when you are ready, release. Let the energies flow. I'm going to add a little bit more incense here. So mote it be, blessed be, it is done. And I blow out the candle to release that energy up into the universe. And now I would recommend leaving this, to not dismantle it. If you build something like this, to just let it set and charge on your altar, or if you have a special place for it. Actually, if you can, put it underneath the full moon tonight and let the energy of the full moon charge it, especially because it is the full moon, and the full moon is a great time to not only charge your crystals but also your moon water, to create blessed moon water, and to bless and consecrate all of your magical tools, such as, your wand or your athame, your chalice, all of your, your magical tools. Put them out in the moonlight. In fact, if you can do a ritual outside at night underneath the light of the full moon, all of the ritual supplies that you use, all of the crystals and spell, everything that you use, even yourself, will automatically be charged in the presence of the moonlight. So, instead of just thinking, I need to take everything outside so that it can soak under the moonlight and get charged, how about take everything outside, have a ritual, have a circle for yourself, and then automatically all this will be charged. Okay? It'll already have that connection with the power of the moonlight. And so, it's sort of like kill two birds with one stone, maximize your use out of everything. Okay? I myself personally am probably going to be doing something like that tonight outside, just because why miss it? It's such a beautiful night. It's such a beautiful weather. Is not too bad where I'm at right now. It's actually pretty mild. It was hot during the day, but it's mild right now. It's like there's nothing stopping you except for yourself, except for your fears and your worries and your stresses. So just look, we already let all that go. We have the strength now to continue to move on. We have everything that we need. We have our tools ready to be used. Now we just have to use them like the magician. Because we are the magicians. You are the magician. So act like it. All right. And so now that we are done with our magical spell working, we can go ahead and open our circle. So we're going to do that by releasing the elements. We thank the element of earth, guardian of the northern gate, for attending our right and guarding our circle. Depart in peace and take our blessings with you. We thank the element of water, guardian of the western gate, for attending our right and guarding our circle. Depart in peace and take our blessings with you. We thank the element of fire, guardian of the southern gate, for attending our right and guarding our circle. Depart in peace and take our blessings with you. And we thank the element of air, guardian of the eastern gate, for tuning our right and guarding our circle. Depart in peace and take our blessings with you. Lord and Lady, we've been blessed by you spending this time with us, watching us and guiding us here in all things. We have come in love and depart in love. And thank you to all visitors, seen and unseen, ancestors and spirit guides who have aided us here in our work and whispered in our hearts and mind and blessed us from the other world. Let there ever be harmony between us. Depart in peace, divine spirit, and take our blessings with you. The circle is open but unbroken. Our love still remains. Love is the law, love is the bond. Merry do we meet, merry do we part, and merry will we meet again. The ritual is ended, the circle is clear, and may the goddess and God remain always in our hearts. So mote it be, it is done. All right. That was lovely. Now, like I said, take a bath, do some journaling, do some meditation, charge your stuff. If you can, take it outside and do a ritual tonight. If you can't do all that, just sit and meditate underneath the full moon and charge yourself and get yourself ready, because there is a lot of responsibilities coming our way. There's a lot of expectations that are on our plates, a lot of things that have to get done. But we'll be fine. We got this. Because if you're a magical being and you're a witch and you're here and you've been a part of this, then you know that the magic is already set in motion. It's already happening. And there's no reason to doubt it now. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt the universe. Have faith. It's already happening. We already did the work. Okay? Now it's just time for you to trust and to show up and do the damn thing. Okay? All right. Thank you all for being here and joining me. And I hope that this magic that we did tonight was helpful for you and you got something out of it and that it supported you in whatever way that you needed it. And like always, I'm sending you all so much love and so many blessings. And thank you all for your support. And like I said before, if you want to get in touch with me, all my links and everything is in the description below. And so you're more than welcome to contact me and leave me a message or anything like that. All right? So thank you. And I will see you again next time. Bye. Blessed be.